All right, here we have a quick unboxing of an Edelkrone Flex Tilt Head knockoff. Now this is a generic unbranded version. Now they have a few different versions or different companies who are actually copying this design, and they're charging about at least double of what I paid for this. Now out the door I paid only $23 from eBay. It did ship from China. It is unbranded, but it seems and appears to be the same exact thing and the same materials made from the generic versions, and pretty much the same as the actual Edelkrone. The Edelkrone retails for about, as far as I remember, $150 to maybe $160. Now I paid $23. It did ship from China, but it got here within approximately 5 business days. Now I did get mine with this scratch right there. I'm not worried about cosmetic just having a scratch per se, but the actual metal is actually protruding and it actually scratches the bottom of my camera, so I filed it down and it's all is good now. You have these rubber little mounts right here on the bottom, so you can rubber pads, so you can put it on a surface where it won't scratch it up. Has a 1/4 on the bottom and a 3/8. Now the actual spinning wheel right here to mount the actual 1/4 to a camera or a tripod head, that actually is all metal. The whole entire thing is metal, aluminum. There's no cheap plastic on it that's noticeable. It's solid build and it's very sturdy. Now this is for a medium to lightweight type of camera. You can put a DSLR on it. The typical payload is approximately 5 pounds. So I just wanted it for my 6300 to have basically portability and stuff like that in different angles. So the main reason why I want these different angles is one of them is for a slider. So if you put this on a typical slider and you're sliding and the camera's facing the direction of the natural movement of the slider, what will happen is basically the slider will actually be in the shot. So if you put a ball head on top of your slider and attach this to the ball head on top of it, it'll give you a little extra height. And if you protrude the or if you extend the arms here all the way out, basically what that's going to do is you can have a pretty long slider shot without having that in the shot, or having the slider show up in the shot. Now this right here is pretty much for photographers. You can actually put it in a portrait style mode, similar to what you'll get with an L bracket. Now I personally am not going to do that, or the upwards version, but these are just different angles and options for whoever might want to try this. Now keep in mind, these angles that I'm doing it at, use a little bit of common sense because it's not mounted on a tripod. So with that being said, if you're going to have it on the desk, make sure you have some type of center balance with this thing, because it's going to tip over and you don't want that. So but when it is mounted on some sort of tripod, you can extend it all day and you'll be fine. Now I will show you that straight out of the box it is a little loose, the hinge areas, where it comes with the Allen key and you can tighten these up, and I'll show you how even this lightweight camera will tilt and fall when you have the arms extended like this. But once you tighten it, this is absolutely no problem. It doesn't matter how far it's extended, it will hold at least this camera for sure. So here's the Allen keys. It's just a very small one. The first thing I did was tighten the insides. There's 2 of them on the inside right here on this particular hinge, and I think it has some sort of plastic rubber or plastic washers, I believe, in between, and they look like something that can easily be replaced just in case if it were to ever mess up or be damaged. Now you can tighten it on that side, and then you're going to tighten it on the top portion where it's closer to the actual camera body. And like I said, once you actually tighten this, it's a world of difference as far as how tight it can go. It's almost a little too tight, and I had to go back and loosen it up just a little bit in order for me to move the camera freely without feeling like I was straining to bend or maneuver where I wanted it to go. So now you can see here it's staying exactly where you want it to go, no matter how far it's extended. So I really think this is a great bargain actually, and it does have a bubble level. So that's why I said if you put this or mount this on top of a ball head, then you can go ahead and move the ball head until the bubble level on top of this that's included in this item, that you'll be able to see it to level everything out. Now, the reason why this is great for a desktop is because it's such a small footprint, and the only way to carry usually any type of mirrorless body or any type of DSLR, medium to smaller DSLR, you would definitely need some type of tabletop tripod with a good wide footprint. And the problem with that is it takes up way too much space on a desk, especially a smaller one. So something like this takes such a small footprint that this thing is so small you can literally just throw it in your pocket and is really discreet. So this is back to me doing the same exact different angles that I was showing you before, just to show you how well it holds it now that I've tightened this up. It's very sturdy, the same different angles. I even thought about actually taking the top section off and flipping it around to be able to have the camera to point straight down, or have a better angle to point straight down if I had it on a higher tripod and I wanted to shoot downwards or directly down instead of at an angle. So like this right here, you can shoot down, but I think if I had it the other way, it would actually be farther because it's pointing away from the actual base. So if I shoot downwards this way, you see it's at an angle, or it's going to shoot directly down to the base plate. Now, if I was to have that plate switched over, I would actually not have that problem, and I could do an angle where it looked like an overhead shot if I was doing maybe an unboxing of something smaller, obviously, or unless I had it on some type of boom arm or a taller tripod. So I think this is a great bargain, great buy. $23, you really can't beat it. Even compared to the original Edelkrone, it looks very, very similar. Build quality, materials looks to be pretty much the same, to be honest. So if this was helpful at all, please hit like and subscribe, or visit www.howtoandreviews.com. Till next time.